Yo, what's up YouTube? What's going on today? Welcome back to the channel. Bro, the spoilers for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 4 are out and ooh, yo, I called that shit last chapter. I called that shit. Saying Sasuke got sealed, bro. Now I ain't gonna lie, I loafed it on the sealed video, but I called that shit back in chapter 3. I knew something was fishy with Sasuke not being there and Boruto knowing the true horrors of the Ten Tails. He knew what happens to the grime claws after they bite a man. That's why Boruto wanted to fix the Ten Tails. My man knew what was up. But bro, looking at this chapter, we got the cover page of Kawaki and the title says Awakening, which makes sense though because we do get some new enemies in this chapter. So thanks to Abdul Zodiac, we got the leaks. And the first panels, it says Boruto's still in front of Kawaki at the beginning of chapter 4, but the frog tells Boruto he needs to hurry. So Boruto uses a flying thunder god technique to travel where the Ten Tails is, but the Ten Tails has suddenly disappeared. Bro, Boruto has mastered the flying thunder god. Yeah, that was inevitable. We know that was gonna happen. My man's exactly like Minato. Him being like Minato, that means that he had to implant a seal on Code real quick, which makes sense though because he probably put a seal on him right when he attacked him. And this is similar to when Minato fought Obito and he put a seal on Obito's back. This is the same thing. That's why he was able to get to him quickly. Unless Boruto put one on the frog, which I doubt. But looking at the panels, Boruto disappears quickly and arrives in the Ten Tails dimension and confronts Code. Code is still injured from Rasengan Uzuhiko. So then getting on in the next panel, it says a new enemy has emerged. Code is confused thinking it's bug, but no. Boruto says that this is a god tree slash sacred tree. So we have these new enemies evolved from the grime claws. And looking at these enemies look OP as fuck because Boruto fights them later in this chapter and my man couldn't take them. The one thing that gets me is the fact that all these grime claws look like the people they bit. And we do know that the people who are bitten are still alive, as Sarada does mention that they're still alive and that their bodies haven't disappeared. So it makes sense that the grime claws bite a host and then they use their DNA or whatever to make a new version of themselves. Hence why when the grime claw says we have evolved, we don't need to eat anybody anymore. So this grime claw looks like Bug, and we do see Bug is still alive when Code gets back to this dimension in chapter 3. So then in the next panel it says the new enemy engages Boruto, pushes him against the wall. Boruto using lightning release to create distance but futile. The enemy goes for the kill but Boruto escapes using flying thunder god technique. Looking at these panels, this Bug is basically pushing back Boruto. Now this should show you how OP these new grime claws are. This is time skip Boruto. The same man who crushed Code last chapter is the same one getting pushed back by these new grime claws. That just goes to show you how OP these new enemies are. So then in the next text, it says Boruto senses a new chakra and turns around to look at the sky and finds another enemy. The divine tree has evolved with the help of others. So now we have this new looking enemy who's in the sky. And I'm not gonna lie, this enemy looks like Ishiki slash Jigen. Though it make me question on how the hell this guy looks like that, because who did he bite to turn himself into that? The one thing that comes to mind is somehow after the battle of Kashin Koji and Ishiki, Jigen's body was left behind. It could be possible that these grime claws found that body and ate it. Or somehow, this might be just a theory, when these grime claws found the body of Shibai. Since Amado did possess the body of Shibai, it's possible that this new Otsutsuki looking grime claw could be Shibai. Because we do know the grime claws go for an Otsutsuki. And regardless if it's dead or alive, I think they'll still eat it. So this guy looks like Ishiki slash Jigen, but it could also be that this is Shibai's remains. So then in the next panel, it says 2 more enemies are introduced. Boruto is especially wary of the person in the hood. So first of all, we got this girl here. Now, I'm not gonna lie, she looks like Moegi. I saw a lot of people going off about it. Even her abilities and her attacks, they literally look like Moegi's. Which makes sense though, because if Moegi got bit, then most likely the new grime claw emerged in her absence. So now we have the interesting part here. We have the hooded man. This man is basically the new Sasuke. We know that Sasuke got taken in the time skip and he got reincarnated into a new grime claw. Now Boruto looks at this grime claw because that's his master right there. So this shit's picking up. Like, I wonder what's gonna happen in the future. Like, this is actually getting interesting now. I think this plot is actually way better than the original Boruto plot, because now things are getting juicy. Now we got these 4 new enemies who are actually stronger than Boruto, and that only means that Boruto is gonna have to tag team with other people to take down these enemies. So then in the next panel, it says meanwhile back at the Hokage office, Kawaki and Sarada get into a back and forth argument about Boruto. Sarada says that she won't let Kawaki control Konoha. Sarada at the end says that we must help Boruto take down Code. 4 new enemies appear. So this makes me question, how does Sarada know about these 4 new enemies? Could it be that Boruto told her, or Boruto and Sarada already talked real quick about what happened to Sasuke and she's seen these 4 new enemies? But look at these 4 new enemies, I think the guy who's floating is most likely going to be the OPest. Because my man is floating, and an Otsutsuki usually floats. So what tells me is this guy is going to be strong. Especially the way he's not even looking at Boruto and Code. He knows he doesn't have to do anything, and the other guy's got to do all the fighting for him. You know he's going to be strong. So then in the next panel, it says Boruto tries to go in with a sneak attack, but it fails. The enemy then uses lightning release, but Boruto negates it using his new Rasengan technique. Boruto is cornered by 4 strong enemies. Bro, looking at these panels, Boruto goes to fight against them, but he's no match for them. So looking at these panels, we basically have Sasuke attacking Boruto. Now, the thing that throws me off about this Sasuke is the fact that he looks like Nagato. But on top of that, if this is Sasuke, he got his Rinnegan's back, he has his left arm back, and he looks jacked like a motherfucker. Like, look at him, bro. He looks tank. Like, this Sasuke looks so much more buff than the OG Sasuke we have. So Boruto fights off against his new Sasuke, and he's basically getting cornered back. So in the next panels, it says Boruto gets trapped in one of the enemy's attacks and asks Code for help. Code escapes, leaving Boruto to fight the new enemy. Honestly, Boruto shouldn't have trusted Code so easily. The frog tells Boruto to escape immediately. So with that being said, bro, Code is a pussy, bro. Man literally left Boruto. Like, he literally made the situation worse, and then he doesn't bother helping Boruto fight them off. Nah, man just leaves. Bro, I think Code is the worst villain so far, alright? I don't know if there's any redeeming this man. My man literally made the situation 10 times worse by making grime claws, and then now those grime claws have evolved into some Otsutsuki type shit. And those motherfuckers are pushing back Boruto. So that's how you know these new motherfuckers are going to be strong. Like, they're going to be strong. So that explains the destruction of the village in episode 1 and chapter 1. They're coming for Boruto and Kawaki, the last 2 Otsutsukis. Now, if Code did escape, it does make me question that when will Code help them? Because I think Boruto is going to go find Code, and he is going to fight back the grime claws with the help of Code. Because if you look at these panels, Boruto and Code aren't attacking each other. They know there's a new stronger enemy, and they're not trying to fight each other, but they're trying to survive. So I think this could be a foreshadow that these two might be fighting together in the future. But then again, I do understand why Code escapes, because he's still feeling the effects of Rasengan and Zuhiko, unless Boruto took the effects off so that Code could help him. But Code being a rat, he still leaves. But bro, look at this panel. I'm telling you, this Otsutsuki floating, you know he's about to do some serious damage, bro. Like, look at that. My man hasn't moved once, everybody else has moved. So I know this motherfucker is gonna be strong. So then the next panel, it says, rough translation, our ego has just awakened, and our overflowing curiosity and thirst for knowledge has surpassed our instincts to eat you. For now, wherever you run, wherever you are in the world, you can never escape your destiny. So that is interesting. Now it goes back to Boruto's destiny. We do know that Momoshiki said that Boruto was meant to lose it right at the end of the time skip, but now what else is Boruto's destiny? This all goes back to the jougan and toneri's words, saying Boruto will shoulder the fate of the world, meaning this battle coming up right now is gonna save the world with the help of the jougan. But this also goes back to Boruto's destiny of losing everything. What if Boruto losing everything doesn't stop at Kawaki taking everything away from him? What if the end game is actually Boruto being eaten by the tree? Since these creatures do say our instinct to eat you for now is surpassed, but we will eventually come after you. So what if they actually do want to eat Boruto, and that his destiny is that he has to get eaten for him to turn back to normal? It could be possible. Or it's possible that these grime claws are talking about Momoshiki himself. Because remember, Boruto's an Otsutsuki and Momoshiki's still residing in Boruto.
So what if they're actually after Momoshiki instead of Boruto?
It could make sense, and these grime claws are out for revenge. So then Boruto disappears and goes back to where his hideout is, and that being with this giant ass tree and Kashin Koji. This proves that Kashin Koji was Boruto's teacher in the timescape. There was a lot of speculation and theory over the last year or so, but it has come true. Kashin Koji does come to save Boruto. And honestly, it was expected. We knew that Jiraiya trained Naruto, Kashin Koji had to train Boruto. Since we do know that Kashin Koji didn't want to go down that ninja route similar to Jiraiya. Since it was foreshadowed by Ishiki that Kashin Koji will follow the same fate as Jiraiya. So that means if Jiraiya trained Naruto, Kashin Koji trained Boruto. So that means Kashin Koji is gonna die a gruesome death in the future, most likely by the grime claws. Because I don't think this Kashin Koji is gonna live to see Naruto. I don't think that's fated at all. Because Naruto is probably gonna come back more towards the end of the series after Koji is dead. Unless Naruto comes back while Koji is dying and Naruto sees him one last time. Then I'd see Naruto seeing Kashin Koji. But otherwise, I don't think it's gonna happen. So looking at the panels, Boruto sits behind the tree, and they give us a panel of the tree in the next panel, and we see Sasuke absorbed by the tree. Bro, I'm gonna go back to my shit I was saying earlier. I called this shit. I had a feeling Sasuke was absorbed, bro. Because the thing is, Naruto and Sasuke are made evenly. So if Naruto got sealed, that means Sasuke's gonna get sealed. It had to happen eventually. And I don't think Kishimoto's gonna kill off his favorite character. So they had to seal Sasuke away so Boruto gets to shine. This goes back to the idea of why Boruto couldn't look at Sarada in chapter 2. He knew he let her down by letting Sasuke get taken. So bro, these spoilers are crazy. We have this final text here from Boruto saying, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait a little longer, Uncle Sasuke. Bro, shit's getting juicy right now. Like, it's getting juicy. Woo! So that's it for this video. That's it for the spoilers. Let me know what you guys think. The chapter drops in a few days. We're gonna have a full translation then. Let's see what we can cook in that time. So, thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos to come.